Today, I'm gonna tell you my biggest secret, which is my open relationship with my girlfriend. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about how we ended up here, and if you're wondering what it's like, then here's a sneak peek of what is this lifestyle really about. Hello you sassy people, my name is Tony and my goal is to spread knowledge about open relationships and polyamory. Here I give you tips and tools that you can use in your own relationships, as well as talk honestly about my experiences in the lifestyle, just like in this video. So if you're new here, consider subscribing to my channel. So this video is actually a big milestone for me as well. Because even though I've never been secretive about my open relationship, quite a few people know it beforehand. Some of my co-workers know, some of my dearest friends know, but not that very many people in my life actually know about this. So it's a big chance for me to also be honest and open about how I like to live my life as well. So let me just give you a little bit of background of how I ended up in this lifestyle. It goes back to all the way to 2013, 2014, around that time, when I went to first parties with my then girlfriend at the time. So it's already been over 7 years, perhaps 8 years since I first went into an open relationships or a swingers party. Now that being said, that was definitely not the first time I considered it. It took me actually quite a long time, at least 3-4 years, to consider the lifestyle and really be interested in it before taking any action. And I also hope that this video provides comfort and courage to many people who are considering about it. And I want to tell people that this is something that if you feel that is for you, you should go and do it. Don't wait, like I did, 3-4 years before you get into the lifestyle. There's a lot of great experiences to be had and enjoyed. And the best time to start doing that is right now. So I certainly took my time to get into the lifestyle, and I've had a chance to really think about my thoughts and slowly build up on it. Whereas my girlfriend, actually, we've been dating for 3 years now. She comes from a wholly different background. First of all, she was in a long-term relationship of over 10 years with her ex before she met me. She had a few encounters, a few people that she sort of casually met between her ex and me, but other than that, there were very few relationships she has had, whereas I've come from an open relationship background into our relationship. Now, she comes from an Asian background, and even with her culture, these sorts of things are not appreciated. We are a minority in Western cultures as well. In most Western cultures, people still consider monogamous relationship as the core relationship style, or the main relationship style that people should have. So while it maybe was a little bit easier for me to get into my current open relationship, it certainly wasn't the same case for my girlfriend. Now, how do you end up in an open relationship? Well, I think that there needs to be some sort of a talk that in which you and your partner really talk about what you want in your relationship and what do you want to do in your life and what are your hopes and dreams and desires. So there has to be some sort of a talk, and it's not going to be an easy talk, but it's key to starting an open relationship. And once you've had this talk, it's really after that, things don't happen in a blink of an eye. If it's not like you go through this talk and then you're in this lifestyle and everything is going to roll easily from that point on. So you have to understand that what comes after a talk like that is generally a process. It's a process of, building perhaps rules, perhaps building your common understanding of what your hopes and desires are, and really just a long process of talking these things over and over with your partner. So when you are getting into the talk, you should know that it is a lifestyle that is going to give you so much pleasure if you're able to go through that communicating and debating and every exchange of thoughts and ideas and hopes and desires. So I guess people have a lot of different ideas of what is it like to be in an open relationship, or what are the swingers parties like. Well, I'm gonna probably be doing a lot of videos just like this one where I explain these things more in depth. But just to give you a few ideas of what this lifestyle is about, for some people is about parties, especially swingers parties are a fantastic way to meet new people and have that sexual or physical encounters and that flirt. And some people truly, and some couples are just looking to go these parties. They're not really looking to develop anything other than that. These parties are generally very sexual. They can be actually very intimidating at first when you start going to the parties first time. But once you really get into the parties, you really start to know the people. You're actually meeting a lot of friends and making a lot of new connections, and that's fantastic when you go to these parties. Whereas some couples actually might want to meet with another couple or a third person by themselves. And certainly there's an aspect of building a community and building friendships and meeting other people outside the parties can be extremely fun as well. Especially once you find those people who you are really in sync with and you have tremendous fun and perhaps very intense chemistry with. It's also nice to meet them one-on-one or perhaps with your partner. So there are really a lot of ways you can live this lifestyle. There can be the really physical connections as well as the more psychological and mental connections with other people. And those all are worth exploring and just an absolute sea of, new things that you can learn about yourself and other people. So the place where I am with my partner currently is that we have been going to a lot of parties together, but we are currently also exploring that other side of meeting a third person or another couple outside the parties as well. So where am I gonna be in my relationship a few years down the line with my girlfriend? Well, I can tell you that I'm very happy, and I know that we are very happy, and we're looking to develop our relationship together. I really hope it's gonna continue being as we are, she being my main partner and we meeting a lot of new interesting people. But there's no guarantees in life. What I just want to hope is that we are in that journey together, and hopefully we can continue going that journey together. So this is where I am with my partner currently. And these, like I said, these sorts of relationships, the open lifestyle, it's a process. After 3 years into the relationship, we are constantly developing and we are communicating about our relationships really on a weekly, if not daily basis. And that's a good thing, because the more honest and open we have been with each other, I think the more closer we are just getting towards happiness and a very fulfilling life together. So I hope that gives you a little bit of idea about what my relationship is like and what your relationship life could be as well. And I'm gonna be doing another video which is gonna be found right here, where I will be talking a little bit more in depth about the talk and how you can start talking about these things with your partner if this is something that you're interested in. So click on over and check out that video as well if this is something that you would like to pursue in your life.